We'll be back with the Keeping Up with the Kubernetes binge marathon right after this important announcement.
Well, hello there. Ever since the invention of paper, there have been businesses wanting technologies to help their operations, but busy business people, Brian, they never seem to know which technology to buy.
Oh, that's so right, John. And while many analyst firms have tried to create decision tools for software buyers, the results never seem to quite work out. They've created quadrants and quintiles, sine waves, matrices, and more that only seem to confuse buyers, not help them.
Well, now help is on the way. Today, Brian and I are introducing the technology trapezoid. It's a revolutionary new way for busy executives to identify the hottest technologies for their firm.
Wait, you mean the technology trapezoid takes the magic out of quadrants? It straightens out the cycles and it surfs the waves of other firms' review tools? How can it do this?
Well, Brian, the secret is actually in the trapezoid itself. We studied hundreds of potential evaluation tools before we arrived at this patented technology trapezoid. And Brian, let's face it, we know that there are some vendors that like filling out 50-page product worksheets and saying a prayer. But Brian, if you thought quadrants were cool, wait to see what happens when we run thousands of vendors through our 5G-powered intelligent vendor ranking blockchain. We looked at everything from top 10 lists to elaborate multi-dimensional spreadsheets in the cloud. We tried mapping vendors to Mobius loops, rhomboids, and we even tried the great cubicahedron. I don't even know how to pronounce this thing, but let me show you what it looks like, because you're not going to believe this thing. Yep, these were our semifinalists.
But why, John, why did we end up settling on the trapezoid, the technology trapezoid?
Well, Brian, because the trapezoid captures all kinds of powerful insights that most tech buyers would never fathom. It turns out that the real insights were simply locked in like flavor crystals, Brian. They were locked in the angles.
So if I'm a CIO and I need to buy some critical enterprise software, how does the trapezoid work for me?
Well, that's a very good question. One call to our international network of technology trapezoid experts will unleash that power for you. And Brian, let's face it, too many vendor ranking systems claim to be fair and unbiased. Well, that's just simply not what today's CIOs want. They want the assurance to know that the vendors we rank with our AI-powered trapezoid are validated by a state-of-the-art blockchain. Brian, that's right. One call does it all. Our experts will rush out to your office a custom trapezoid with an uncanny view of the winners and losers in a given technology category.
But how do I know the trapezoid is going to work for me and my company?
That's a great question. Well, our algorithmically driven patented trapezoid technology automatically steers buyers to the most expensive, highest friction, out-of-date, and most frustrating solutions on the market today. The solutions with the brand names to make your executive team feel comfortable. And Brian, I hope you don't mind me revealing this during our beta launch, but we showed some of the world's foremost data scientists our algorithmic model that powers the trapezoid. Frankly, they were a little bit intimidated. But the best part is, if you don't find these recommendations to be the opposite of what you need, well, simply call us for immediate credit. Use the discount code BLACKBOX, and we'll send you along a complimentary set of our vendor VR goggles. Just put on those goggles, and you can see in real time all the vendors that currently serve on boards with your executive team. We'll also apply that credit to a future trapezoid experience.
So, can technology vendors harness the power of the technology trapezoid too?
Absolutely, yes. In fact, vendors that act now get a 20-year enterprise subscription and are automatically upgraded for 37 additional trapezoids. Now, Brian, we know that some of these so-called cloud vendors are still struggling with multi-tenancy, but there's good news. The technology trapezoid is available in a private cloud and a partner-hosted cloud version as well. Just ask for the server in your closet version. But Brian, wait, there's more. We also have an indirect access package. That means no one but Brian and I can ever audit your trapezoid. Now, I'm not going to say that the more the vendors spend with us, the higher their rankings. That wouldn't be right.
So, who made this? Did you and I get any help from anyone else on this deal? I mean, where to? Oh my goodness! Not Astounding ERP.
Yes, Brian. If the trapezoid looks hauntingly familiar, that's because it is brought to you by the same folks behind Astounding ERP, as seen on TV and on the Enterprise Irregulars blog channel as well. It's a software that automatically revolutionized the way people buy, use, and complain about enterprise software. And it's the only ERP software so sophisticated to really unlock the value buried deep in our general ledger. It will take not one, not two, but 7 implementation firms to install.
John, I can't wait for our firm to get its very own technology trapezoid. How do I do it? How do I get my own copy?
Well, it's easy. Just call the number on your television screen to get started with your own technology trapezoid journey. Just remember, you have to do it before the next episode of Keeping Up with the Kubernetes is over. We're even upgrading callers to the new mega-tenant version of the technology trapezoid. It's the mega-tenancy with trapezoids in a container.
Ooh. And all I have to do is make that one phone call.
Yes, there it is. And
ask Virginia.
Yeah.
867-530-9. Yeah, I like that. That's good. That's good.
It's also online at analyst.scam/trapezoid.
Well, so if I order it, I'll get my own kind of trapezoid stuff. What does this kind of thing cost?
Well, Brian, there's a little more to it. The power of the trapezoids in your hands is going to take a subscription, but it costs less than $1 million a year for unlimited cloud trapezoid access. If you mention the trapezoid to your friend, we'll send you 2 more for the price of 1. Separate shipping and handling, of course. And if you call now, we'll throw in a single user copy of it. Astounding ERP.
So call now is what I'm hearing, right?
Yeah, and look for our press release as well to follow on LinkedIn if it gets through LinkedIn's spam filters. And Brian, I know that some of you are probably feeling a little skeptical at this time, but I do want to let you guys know that we've already heard from some of the galactic universe's most influential analysts who are already weighing in.
Really? We've already got feedback so far? Oh,
Yep.
There's our good friend Ray Wong here, excuse me. Ray says, my point of view, what's up with John and Brian? Their technology trapezoid is genius. Must thank them for their leadership. Yes, and no, if anyone needs thanking, it's you, Ray. We want to thank you for your leadership and thanking us for our leadership. So thank you very much.
Yeah, and I've been told that Ray is going to be speaking about us later on Fox News, so check that out.
Oh, that'll be fascinating.
And Joshua Greenbaum, one of the analysts who I think will be probably an early adopter of the trapezoid, if I might go out on a limb, he says buy, use, and complain. Yeah, that's the full user life cycle. Absolutely, we do have that covered.
Absolutely. There's no question about that. That's clearly the word that pays for the day right there. Absolutely.
Yeah, Thomas is asking about the financial roots of this venture. Thomas, that will all be revealed on the analyst.scam website. So just stay tuned.
Yeah, and actually, in a very serious note, a very somber note, we do actually have a real press release already written and ready to go out. It'll be popping up on the LinkedIn site shortly after the conclusion of this particular recording. And so you'll want to read that to get more of the history of what happened in the creation of the technology trapezoid.
And just remember, if you're frustrated with quadrants, waves, and the like, and feel that you've outgrown such simplistic vendor evaluations, well, on any other day of the year, you're screwed. But on April Fool's, Brian and I are here to help.
Well, I think we've said enough. It's time to let people get back to keeping up with the Kubernetes. What was Josh's point there? I missed it. It flew by.
Josh is just eager to be signed up. He wants to know how many Doges it cost. I don't know, Josh. I'll look at you for a server in a closet, partner-friendly discount, coming to a certified vendor near you.
Yeah, he clearly qualifies for the friends and family discount, that's for sure. And so can you folks if you act now. Be sure and call that number. Once again, it's 867-530-9, and be sure to ask for Jenny. She'll get you all fixed up right away. Well, John, should we let him back to the TV show?
Yep, back to our regularly scheduled programming.
All righty.
See you soon.